Hey there, duelist, and welcome to
Another Yu-Gi-Oh! Video!
This is your first time to our channel. Be sure
subscribe,
And activate that bell so you don't miss any Underdog notifications.
and don't forget to
attack.
that thumbs up button. Now, today I'm going to be showcasing you my version of salamangreat. I know this channel has uploaded a few salamangreat profiles already. That was Justin's deck profile. This is mine. I've taken a little tech spice here and there from with the way different players have played it, and just kind of come up with my own strategy that seems to work very well. And without further ado, we'll get right into that. We're going to start things off running one Falco, because if this is sent to the graveyard, you get a spell or trap in your graveyard. Set that trap to the field. That's its main purpose. So you can also target a salamangreat monster you control, accept this, and return that monster to the hand. If you do that, you can special summon this. Do it all over again. So Falco helps to recycle our salamangreat spells and traps, which is kind of what this deck's centered around somewhat. Mainly, also like the extender play for it. If it's in your graveyard, you can do a thing to special summon it. So, good extender and recycler. Also running one Foxy. This is normal summon. You can basically search the top 3 cards of your deck for a salamangreat card. And the other effect where it's in the graveyard and face up spell or traps on the field, that doesn't really come up very often. So just mainly dig through the top of the deck for a salamangreat card. Also running salamangreat Finnick. It's another extender. All these salamangreat cards are pretty much extenders. This is the one that goes some recycle. But if this one's generic though, if any Cyberse monster you control that was special summoned from the extra deck is destroyed by battle or an opponent's card effect, this can be special summoned from the graveyard. Any Cyberse monster. So this could splash into any Cyberse deck for that matter. And if this is sent as material for the link summon, a link 2 or higher Cyberse link monster, you can add a salamangreat spell from your deck to your hand. Normal spell. Which it doesn't usually, I mean sometimes, but not really. So anyhow, moving along, run in one salamangreat mirror. I'll move these over for you a little. Another extender. This is added to your hand except by drawing it for your normal draw. You can do a thing, but that doesn't happen very often unless you search it out. But if you can search a salamangreat, I really like to search this one first, because then you can special summon immediately just by revealing it. If you search this from the deck to your hand, you can reveal it and summon it. Free extender. Kind of a thank you for searching me. But if this card in your hand, you can discard one of the salamangreat cards to special summon it. So it's got 2 different ways to be an extender. I mean, a really, really good extender for the deck. Of course, we're running our Jaguar. We got 1 of those, 2 of those. Okay, running double Jaguar. Everybody knows what Jaguar does. And of course, running the one and lonely Gazelle. Running triple spinny. Okay. Running double foul. I like foul because when it's normal summoned or special summoned, you can, if a salamangreat monster is normal or special summoned, you can special summon this card from your hand. Another free extender. So anytime you extend or you normal summon, this is going to come out with them. Really, really good. You could also send a salamangreat card from your hand or face up on your field to the grave to target spell or trap, and it can't be activated. But mostly just use these all as extenders. Also running one raccoon, because when your salamangreat monster is targeted for an attack, you can send this from your hand to the graveyard. Good hand trap for salamangreat. If your salamangreat monster is targeted for an attack, you can use this as a hand trap to send it to the grave, then target those two monsters that would battle, and gain life points equal to the attack of the opponent's monster, and your targeted monster cannot be destroyed by that battle this turn. So, yeah. And if your salamangreat monster just so happens to destroy an opponent's monster by battle and send it to the graveyard while this is in your graveyard, you can add this card to your hand and do it all over again. So, raccoon for a little bit of life gain interaction there. And running a coyote, because during the end phase, if this is in the graveyard because it was linked away, you can target a salamangreat monster in your grave and special summon it in defense. So, of course, you can't go for a link, but you can go for any other salamangreat monster in your graveyard and straight up special summon it, just because this was linked away that turn. So be able to special summon a salamangreat monster during your end phase if this was linked away. Or you can target a summon card in your graveyard, add it to your hand. So Coyote kind of takes us back to working with Falco. See, Falco, you get to set spells and traps. This you get the option of either summoning or recycling spell or trap to your hand. So yeah, or a salamangreat card. This doesn't even have to be limited to spells and traps, but I just say that because anyway. And also running salamangreat mole, because during the main phase, if you link summon this turn, you can special summon this card to a zone and link monster points to, just because you link summoned. Or if you don't control any monsters at all, you can banish this from the graveyard, and I think we know what that does. Recycle to draw two. So, and that is all for the salamangreat main deck monster lineup. Alright, now for my tech splash, is what really makes the deck work. Running triple parallel seed, or sorry, parallel exceed. Also running double balancer lord to just continue to extend our plays. Got a ghost ogre for some little play interruption interaction there. Got a armored bitron, because you contribute this card to special summon any cyber monster from your deck. Alright. Got flame buffalo for some draw power. Got 4 mud skipper, so we can get into our fusion plays, our salamangreat fusion plays. Really helps with that. And last but not least, since we are running a lot of fire in this deck, mostly fire, we are running our Pyrorex, the Elemental Lord. Because when you have exactly 5 fire monsters in your graveyard, you can special summon this and use it as an extender. You don't even have to care about its ability. You've got 5 in the grave, it's another body on board, it's 2800 attack. I mean, what more could you ask for? But when you special summon this, you can target a monster your opponent controls and destroy it. And if you do, both players take damage equal to half the original attack of the destroyed monster. Equal to half the original attack of the destroyed monster. So you could do that if you're willing to take the damage, and it just gets you over a monster. And just says when this card is special summoned, you can. So you don't have to do that. You could just simply use it as an extender, which is what I do for the most part. So, and that's all for the monsters in the main deck. Now on to the spells. It's a cyber deck. We are running triple Signet Mining. Okay. And since it's salamangreat, we are running 1 salamangreat Sanctuary, 1 salamangreat Circle, 1 Will of the salamangreat standard salamangreat spell package there. Since we're running a fusion, we are playing Fusion of Fire with Signet Fusion. Fusion of Fire is always treated as a salamangreat card, which makes it a searchable fusion card to fusion summon a salamangreat fusion monster using monsters from your hand or either side of the field as material. I really like that either side of the field part. And then 1 action magic full turn, because this turn you can double any battle damage that a player takes from battles involving 2 monsters. So, and it's recyclable. Kind of fits the whole recycle. That's all for the spells. Now on to the traps. Since we got some of that salamangreat card and salamangreat spell and trap recycle, we're running double roar. Okay. And double rage. Got double roar, double rage. Be roaring and raging. And to top that off, double Solomon Judgment for some added negation. And that's all for the main deck. That's all for the traps. Now on to the extra deck. We're running just the 1 Balinx, because we extend so much that we really just don't need just don't need it. Running the 1 Splash Mage to help us get into our extending plays. So also running triple Sunlight Wolf, triple, oh sorry, my mistake, used to be triple, you got a little spoiler there, double Heat Leo, and 1 Detonate Deleter, just because you can do it with any 2 Cyberse monsters, and once per turn at the start of the damage step, when it battles a monster that's not a Link 3 or higher Link monster, you just automatically destroy that monster. So if they're not playing Links, or if they're not Link 3 or higher, you automatically destroy it. And also, it's got the once per turn to tribute a monster it points to target a monster opponent controls and destroy it. So, extra tech to clean up the board a little bit. Also running salamangreat Pyro Phoenix, Link 4 salamangreat card, because if it's Link summoned using, well, that's if it uses another copy of itself. We only got the 1. But then it would be able to destroy all cards your opponent controls. Fortunately, I only got the 1 because you can target a Link monster in the graveyard, special summon it to the field, which is really nice if you go for Splash Mage. Use that, go for Splash Mage, and you're climbing even crazily higher. Or if a Link monster is special summoned to your field without having to use its ability, you get to target one of those monsters and inflict damage to your opponent equal to that monster's original attack. So you bring this out, and if you extend and continue to link someone, say, into a Heat Leo, then you can use this effect to burn their life points for 2300, which is what Heat Leo's original attack is. Moving on. Also running 1 Transcode Talker. And of course, our fusion package. Double salamangreat Violet Chimera. That's why we're only running the 1 Formid Skipper, because we only got the 1 fusion package. So that is it. That is all for this salamangreat deck profile. I do have an optional tech card set off to the side here for the extra deck if anybody wanted a decent rank 3 maybe. Right now the extra deck's at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we could actually put that in. This is the 14th extra deck card, which means a flex spot for whatever you want, what else you want to put in there. But this is the rank 3 that I would recommend. Number 75, Bamboozling Gossip Shadow. Because once per turn, when an opponent's monster activates its effect, you can quick effect. Okay, quick effect during the end of the player's turn. Detach 2 materials from this card. The activated effect becomes both players get to draw a card. Now, what do you think of that? They go to activate a monster effect. You change their monster effect into both players drawing a card, and you have a 2600 defense. I mean, for rank 3 these days, can't be too picky. That's a pretty good card. So that completes the salamangreat deck right there. Otherwise, 2 flex spots in there if you don't want to run that rank 3. And that is all for the salamangreat deck profile officially.
Welcome to the end phase.
Again, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to
Attack!
that thumbs up button. This is Rogue Underdog Duelist, signing off. It's your move.